And we're live.
Oh, no intro?
Oh, yeah, the intro. I just wanted to surprise people because we have a surprise guest. Hello!
Hey, Keith,
Hey,
you made it.
like I
And
said,
now
I
that
would.
Kid is here, to surprise people because we have a surprise.
Sorry.
Well, first of all, thank you, John. Thank you, Martin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friday show, aka Coffee with Keith and John and Martin. Look, guys, first of all, happy 2023 to everyone. I hope everyone's new year is going very, very well. Especially if you're James Cameron right now, because it's looking like Avatar is going to be able to do it, which is a good thing. It's good for the box office. It's good for the business. It's good for everyone because at least it's not current Disney Star Wars. Anyway, so how are you guys?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm good.
Well, then
But
let's get this party started. I think everyone's here today to see what we consider to be the our top five most anticipated films of this new year. And let me just say, personally, I think there's actually a lot more to be excited about than we were last year. That doesn't mean that those particular things that that we're not looking forward to won't be well bad. Uh, but I think we had a lot of good stuff to look forward to. So let me go ahead and start this off, okay? With my number five. Uh, for me, my number five will be, and a lot of it is curiosity more than anything else, but The Flash. Uh, I really am very curious as to what they got going on with this movie. We've heard so much stuff behind the scenes, the drama with your lead actor, but also the fact that there are still a lot of other actors involved in this, even to the point where you're editing out two additional actors that were originally in the film. And in this case, you're talking Gal Gadot and Henry Cavill. So, you know, a lot of us have been hearing that the test screenings are going really, really well. And just to be fair, we've been hearing the same thing about Blue Beetle too. So, what do you guys think?
I'm kind of shocked that it's on your list, to be honest.
Look, this is not about, favorites. I haven't seen the movie yet, but my interest is kind of high for this. It's been so long and we're so close to seeing it.
Yeah.
I want to, if this thing's going to be a train wreck, it's going to be a train wreck, but it's going to be a glorious train wreck. Because it's Michael Keaton, everybody. It's Ben Affleck. I mean, I I know that a lot of us are not very happy about the possibility of a certain actor hanging around after this movie, but that's the future, and that'll take care of itself. That's all part of the rumors and the back and forth, and that's more about who will be taking over all of this stuff. I want to get a look at the movie. If I'm actually going to get a chance to lay eyes on it and lay eyes on this story and get a chance to see certain people, yeah, I'm interested. So yeah.
All right. Well, hey, that's a good argument for it. That's for sure. It's going to be a train wreck. I'm fairly certain of that. That doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it, because
yes,
I'll go.
Well, that's
Look.
We've all been hearing stuff. Since before this thing went into production, we've gone through so much. I mean, when this film actually was greenlit, okay, it was a completely different company with Warner Brothers. The people that greenlit it going into this, some of them probably knew they wouldn't have jobs after this, but they went ahead and did it anyway. The casting of this, all of that is all part of not just Walter Hamada, even though he eventually became sort of like the poster boy for everything that was going wrong, but even for Toby Emmerich, who we now know is the one that decided that Henry Cavill was not to be the guy. So let me just say this. For all the stuff I've said about Hamada, I'm saving all of my venom from here on out for Toby. So, John,
All right. Yeah.
what's your number 5?
Well, I have a problem.
Uh-oh.
And that is when I made my list, I went by month.
Oh.
And what all I plan on seeing the month. But I have narrowed it down to the top 5.
Okay.
But my initial list was 3 to 4 movies every month, with the exception of a few, such as like in September, the only thing I want to see The Expendables for. October's Kraven the Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but my number 5 is, and you're going to be surprised, there's absolutely no superhero movies on this list.
Oh, okay.
And that's Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning 1.
Oh, you see, we're both the same. I just have Dead Reckoning in a different place.
Yeah, I had it too, but not in the top 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My list is weird.
You're weird.
I know.
Well, whoa, wait. Okay, so John, please lay it out for us. What is it about this film that has your interest?
Well, first of all, it's the Mission Impossible crew back together again.
Mm-hmm.
It's Christopher McClary, directing it. And it's the beginning of the end of the Tom Cruise era for Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
And it's promises to be, it's regardless of what happens, I know it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
It's a guaranteed enjoyable movie.
Okay.
And that's important, and it's especially when there's a lot of stuff that promises not to be enjoyable this year.
Wow, my friend, you kind of got a semi-sour thing going into 2023. Okay,
I've been burned. Okay,
I know you have, but you know what? I completely understand. I do. I really do. I completely understand. But something's telling me, this might turn out to be kind of good, especially with this film. Okay, I have a theory based on everything that's been happening with Disney that unless certain things change by the end of this year, Mission Impossible could be responsible for something happening that a lot of people really don't see coming at this point. I really do believe that unless things change for Disney, I'm gonna tie this into Mission Impossible. Unless things change for Disney, they could be in danger of losing Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
And there are 2 places where I can see Jon Favreau going. Number 1, Warner's.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see James Gunn going after Jon Favreau. And he'd be an idiot not to. Favreau is one of the architects behind the success of the MCU. And while not everything he's done has been profitable in many ways. Cowboys versus Aliens, anyone?
I
Oh
like
my
that
God,
movie
no.
though.
Not. I didn't say it was bad.
No, you
I
said
it wasn't
profitable.
profitable.
No, it wasn't.
That was a bad movie.
But I think, look, Favreau's a geek, and a lot of that's been buried over time because he's been fighting with Kathleen Kennedy and with everything going on at Disney. And to me, I think we're reaching a breaking point with him where you reach a certain stage in your life when you just want to make movies. I mean,
Yeah.
and I think we could see him go to Warner Brothers. I could also see a scenario where he could end up going to Paramount. I know.
Okay.
Well, that's because I believe that, and again, I've stated this in another show. I believe that Comcast is going to be out to look to buy something. And while a lot of people have been predicting, and I can see how, that they would go after Warner Brothers, there's also a case to be made that they could go after Paramount. Not as much baggage, not as many things that would tell the government not to okay the deal, especially if the owners decide to separate CBS and Paramount. To sweeten the deal, I could see them undoing what Sumner Redstone had done and giving Star Trek back to Paramount.
And to Jon Favreau.
And Jon Favreau being a part of all that. Although Jon Favreau wouldn't be the one running it. Oh, people forget. While the Orville is technically a part of Disney, when Fox did the deal to eventually be sold to Disney, guess who signed a deal with Comcast?
Oh, that would be Seth MacFarlane.
That's right. Seth MacFarlane is waiting. He will be the big guy. And technically, he doesn't have to come back to the Orville.
No.
So, hi, everybody. But again, that's part of my theory, and how that fits in with Mission Impossible is they could do a deal where the Paramount and Brian Robbins could trade Mission Impossible for Star Trek. I mean, Tom Cruise is looking at leaving Mission Impossible in a very good way.
Yeah.
CBS could do whatever they wanted with it. And technically, the one thing that Tom Cruise hasn't done yet is take the angle of television. And part of the reason why he doesn't is because he never got the rights to do TV. It's only film. If Paramount gives Mission Impossible film rights to CBS, CBS can go ahead and try to get Christopher McQuarrie and J.J. Abrams to break off and do a television version of some of the same stuff they've been doing with Tom Cruise. We call that incentive, kids. So that's my theory.
That's an interesting theory.
And remember, Tom Cruise wouldn't say no. He'd have nothing to do with it. But think about it. JJ would lose his mind. Look, JJ's got no real options. Nobody really wants to deal with him anymore. So he'd throw everything behind doing a television version of Mission Impossible. And if he could find it, and he would have the ability and possibly the right to tie it into the Tom Cruise films. And he would put pressure on CBS because I think JJ carries a more weight with the CBS folks than Alex Kurtzman does.
Yeah.
They do the deal. Star Trek would go to Paramount. Paramount would get sold back to NBC technically. Seth MacFarlane would pull out all the stops along with his friend Jon Favreau, and bing, bang, boom, Star Trek is back. But probably in a way that even most fans wouldn't expect it. But that's a conversation for another time. Let's go to Martin for his number 5. Most
Number
anticipated
5.
film.
Okay, this is more fueled by nostalgia. But it's my number 5, and I'm going with caution's apprehension, is Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
That's a
And
good
you?
choice.
That's on my list, but
It's on mine too.
Yeah,
good
I
choice.
understand. I'm to me, that was the best Transformer series that I have seen,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a very special place in my heart.
How did that
Yeah.
new trailer make you feel? I mean, when you saw that new trailer for Rise of the Beast, how did you feel? How'd you feel?
Man, I don't know. That's why I'm cautious, because the Maximals doesn't look like the animals that they must look.
Mm-hmm.
Their look is too cyborgy, if you know what I mean, and they're too big. But a part of that, putting that aside, I'm willing to give it a chance. Obviously, it's in my top 5 list.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hmm.
but it was a strange combination, because the excitement of seeing uh, Primal, but then you see that it looks different, but it's Primal, and of course the original design for Optimus, that was a plus.
Well, now, you know, could it have something to do with the fact that not only do you have Peter Cullen returning for this movie, but the fact that you've also got Dylan O'Brien signed, Ron Perlman signed, Peter Dinklage signed, Michelle Yeoh signed, and of course, Pete Davidson.
That last one's kind of like an of course what? No.
That's part of your cast, you know.
Unfortunately, I'm more excited about John DiMaggio than I am about Pete Davidson.
Well, you know what? I think in his own way, he's kind of a fan too. You know, I'm looking forward to a good movie. I probably feel a lot better than I should about this film, mainly because it's not Michael Bay directing; it's Stephen Caple Jr. Now, a lot of the same people that were producers and behind the scenes people working on the Bay films are working on this movie. But for whatever reason, I'm not getting the Boom Boom Bay vibes from
No.
this trailer. And that's a good thing.
And Capel Jr., he directed Creed 2.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, look, here's what really gives me hope. Okay. While Michael Bay and Lorenzo di Bonaventura are still producers, I'm a big Tom DeSanto fan. Tom DeSanto, for a lot of you out there, was one of the three people that are directly responsible for the first X-Men film basically seemingly having to do anything with the comics.
Hey, Joe.
So,
Hey, Joe.
that would yeah. Well, Joe's atmosphere is in, and hello, Joe. And his number 5 is Oppenheimer. That's gonna be a beautiful film. That's Oscar bait. You know that, right, Joe? That is so much Oscar bait. but it's going to be good Oscar bait. It's going to be so
I'm looking
good.
forward to it, but I mean, it's not something I'm hyped over. It's just something I'm going to enjoy and I know I'm going to like. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
on
of
my
the
list
same.
that I'm going to go see. Now, not every movie on my list I'm going to go see opening weekend. A lot of the lesser ones I'm going to go see like on $5 Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to go to the theater to see it. I'm just not going to, it's not worth the full money, the full price for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I would like to address the weirdness of my list is based on things I think I'm gonna enjoy for the fun factor more than quality of story and depth, and that's why something like Oppenheimer is not in top 5, because after
Yeah.
this years, 2-3 years of taking so bad entertainment product, I just want to be something that can be fun. I need to be
You're
entertained with fun.
you're right, but that's all. That should always be it. I mean, if you're not willing to have fun with it, what's the point? You know. I agree.
Kid, I think you should go through the list of the people in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, I will do that. First of all, right now, I want to just say a big, big hello to Penny. Hello, Penny. And Boosh McFadden, Monkey Jeebus. Sup, Monkey? Let's see, Lord Thoth. And no, I haven't been smoking anything today, Lord Thoth. Come on, man. And that's not me, man. Come on. I'm just glad. I'm happy. This is a really cool subject. The possibilities of what could come next year. Hello, Anima Confusa, Crusader Lion, Alex Moore. Wow, Wolverine 626. Wow. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. TJ. You know what, TJ? Let me just say this, man. That's a nice list. That is a nice list. He put out here. Here, let me show you. His most anticipated films, number 5 being Cocaine Bear, number 4 being Rebel Moon, number 3, 65, number 2, Transformers, and number 1, Ant-Man Quantumania. Okay, that's a nice list. Nice list. Not exactly where all that falls on my list, but it's your list, and I'm happy for you for it. So, thank you. Let's see. And Joe says Rise of the Beasts is his number 2. Hey, it's all good, my man. Look, I love Transformers. I always have. I've just never been a big fan of the way that Michael Bay seems to want to do it. And again, I don't know if it's just me. I'm just one of these people that actually believes that you really don't need human beings in these films. You should just go ahead, bite the bullet, and just do an all Transformer film. Just make it an all out kick butt movie like that. I mean, it's not like it hadn't happened before. It's kind of what Jon Favreau did with The Lion King, his live action, quote unquote, live action version. So, I mean, come on. That would be better. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's something that we failed to mention when we were talking about Jon Favreau is he's the architect, the only good live action Disney remakes.
Yeah. Jungle Book and everything. Look. I'm telling you right now, if James Gunn gets Jon Favreau, that's it for me. That shows me that they are willing to go be to the wall and trying to entertain us. And if that happens, I really can see Jon Favreau eventually giving us something like, say, The Fourth World. Jon Favreau is one of the few directors who I would trust to give us the fourth world, aka DC's version of an epic, of a Star Wars epic, is really what that would be, combined with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I would feel fine with Favreau with Kirby's Legacy.
Yeah. Oh, Cap, nothing but love for you, my man. Marcus, man, Mr. Stokely. Wow. Dragon Ruse. Man, everybody's just here this morning. It's good to see all of you. Oh, wait a minute. Lord Thoth has his list. Transformers at number 5. Number 4, the last voyage of Demeter. That's a good one too.
Number 3, that's one that's under everybody's radar.
Well, you notice how, for some reason, there seems to be this like kind of thing where everybody seems to be not just going back to vampires, but specifically Dracula. There's a lot of that going on, man. Guardians 3. Number 2 is Dune. And number 1, John Wick 4. Wow. Well, I guess that brings me to my number 4. So for my number 4, again, I picked Dune Part 2. I think they just wrapped filming a few weeks back. And I have a feeling that this film is going to be big. I think a lot of people were surprised. And a whole new fan base, a younger generation that probably never read the books, probably never saw the first attempt at making the movie back in '84. I think this version has really brought them in. And I think there's going to be a huge response to part 2. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so. I think that first of all, that they're doing it right. In fact, if it was me, I could see them splitting the whole book up into 3 parts because it's that dense.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 is fine. 2 is at the bare minimum. 2's what you need. And I think they've done well with their casting. You got Skarsgård as Baron Harkonnen, for goodness sake. You've got Batista's Beast Rabin.
Mm-hmm.
I'll admit, Timothée Chalamet, I was not on board with him, but seeing the movie, he convinced me. Same thing with Zendaya. I was like, Zendaya's Chani? I'm not seeing it, but it works. So yeah, so I think it's going to do better than the first one did.
You know what though? I'm also anticipating seeing Austin Butler in Dune 2 because he this is the actor that was in Elvis. First of all, really, really talented young man. Anybody that could come with an endorsement from Denzel Washington is someone you need to keep your eye on.
Yep.
And that's exactly what this young man has.
And how could we forget Christopher Walken as the Emperor?
Yeah. But Austin Butler is Fade Ratha.
Yeah.
Going up against Timothée Chalamet. Come on, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be epic.
The Battle of the Pretty Boys. I still think it's gonna be a fun movie. And hopefully more people will jump on board for Dune Part 2. Okay, John. To your number 4, my friend.
My number 4 is Meg 2: The Trench. Okay, you got a giant freaking shark
and
Jason Statham.
Wait a minute. Wait. Does this shark have freaking lasers?
No, it doesn't need them because it's a megalodon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, but I've read the book series by Steve Alton. I'm a big fan of the book series. The first one was done well as far as keeping in line with the book.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm anticipating the second one to do the same thing. And it's just an enjoyable popcorn flick. And it's just, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. You know.
Okay. Hey, look, the first one was fun. And again, Jason Statham.
Yeah.
And you know what? Someone who at one time, in my opinion, Jason Statham in another life would have made a really, really cool, in my opinion, Wildcat in the DC universe.
Yeah.
But that's just me. You know. Oh, that's a good pick. It's a good one. Good one. What about you, Martin? Martin. Well, I guess he's gone. Probably had something to. You know what?
I'm here.
Oh.
I was solving some things.
Oh, that's
Number
all right.
4 for me, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It seems like it's gonna be an emotional ride this time.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't think everybody's going to survive it.
I look at it this way: the success of the holiday special primed the pumps and got everybody really anticipating this next film. So, oh my goodness, Wolverine 626. Okay, Extraction at number 5, Mission Impossible number 4, Equalizer number 3, The Expendables number 2, and number 1, John Mother effing Wick.
Yep.
Well,
Wow.
Jim gave us his list too.
Yeah, well, G. Leakey also has Oppenheimer at number 5, John Wick at number 4, Dune at 3, Mission Impossible number 2, and Rebel Moon at number 1. Okay. You know, I am very interested in Rebel Moon, so.
Oh, I am too. It's just not on my list because it's something. I've left a lot of stuff off my list that are like, yeah, I'm going to go see it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm like super hyped for it. These are the movie I'm super hyped for that I'm like, oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Time for number 3. It is from here on out. I have changed the order of these films so many times. I'm telling you, it's almost embarrassing because it's like I really can't decide. But if you put a gun to my head, if you put a gun to my head, I'm just going to have to say, and I know this is going to upset some people because you're not seeing this, but Fast and Furious 10.
Wow.
I'm on board with it. I'm going to go see it.
No, I'm going to see it, but your top 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. And let me put it to you this way. I've already seen all the other films. If this is going to be it, I'm going to complete the journey.
He's the one in this one. Toretto will get superpowers. That might not be so bad. Anyway,
well, they've went to space. I don't know what else they can do.
Yeah, superpowers.
The only thing I can think of is they go into the ocean. They haven't done that yet.
Oh man, don't give them ideas like that. This is supposed to be the final movie.
Fast and Furious submarines.
That's Fast and Furious 11, or Part 2, Number 2, or Deuce. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. I know there are some people who are going to think less of me because of it. But that's just how I'm feeling, man. That's how I'm feeling. Anyway,
I mean, look at my choices. Well, okay, one's good. The other one is everybody's going to think is questionable.
Well, then that brings us to you and your number 3.
Oh, my number 3 is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. And that first that trailer was, oh man, that was hype. That's how you hype a show or movie,
right?
And Gen 1 Transformers, because I mean we got Mirage, we got Wheeljack. I mean, come on, you know. And am I the and RC? Well, RC's from the movie, so she's not Gen 1. I personally would like to see a sequel to this, because I'm sure this is going to make $1 billion easy.
I hope,
considering how big they are in China. So, it's going to take the worldwide box office. I understand that, but that's fine as long as it gets there. I would like to see a sequel. I want to see Optimus Primal versus Grimlock.
Oh. It's like, my goodness. Okay.
That would be a fight.
Okay. Can I redo my list?
Well, that's going to be for Rise of the Beast 2 or whatever. But that's a fight I want to see. I just think that would be awesome. Grimlock versus Optimus Primal.
See, now look what you just... See, you put that in my brain. Now I got to see the movie right now.
That is the robotic version of Godzilla versus Kong.
Yep.
Or a robotic version of John Wick. Optimus Prime goes off. Oh, man. Yeah, I got to see that now. Thanks, John.
I don't know. So maybe I'll throw a treatment together and send it up to Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dang. Geez, that is so good. Yeah, send it to Tom DeSanto, because it'll get done right.
Yeah.
So, Martine, what's your number 3, my man?
Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
I mean, enjoy very much the first one, so I have high hopes.
Plus, they had made Helen Mirren, so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu.
Yep.
And let us hope that its box office would be enough to save the actor in the DCU, because
I don't think any of them are going to last. I'll tell you that.
I think the two that could survive would be Shazam and Blue Beetle.
I don't
because
see that.
they have the least amount to do with the actual Snyderverse.
I don't even think it's really about Snyderverse anymore. And I'm gonna tell you, Blue Beetle will survive, but it will be altered. Okay. Shazam will survive, but it will be recast. And I can see an actor that you could have as Captain Marvel in a new Shazam. And I'm a die on this hill. Alan Rickman, who is Reacher, looks exactly like Alex Ross's version of Captain Marvel.
He looks like Alex Rossman's version of Aquaman too.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like He-Man, if you ask me.
He does that too. But I mean, look, Captain Marvel should be a big guy. He should
Yeah.
be an obvious big guy because I think, in a way, part of what fuels the look, it isn't just aging up Billy. I think part of it is also Billy's way of viewing how he thinks an adult slash superhuman would be. You know,
Yeah.
I think he should definitely be someone who's just like that. And standing with the rest of the Justice League, it should be obvious, just visually, who is the most powerful looking person. I mean, Superman has been portrayed many ways, many different physical styles. You don't need to have someone who is all muscled out, even though, now that we know, we can blame Toby Emmerich for not allowing Henry Cavill to be all that he could be.
Yeah.
But Captain Marvel should always be a big dude. That's nothing against Zachary Levi. I love Zachary Levi. I've always loved the dude. But
I don't think Alan can pull off the naivete of Captain Marvel.
it shouldn't be an obvious naivete. Look. Originally, in the comics, all he was just a hero. He shouldn't really even be that naive. It shouldn't be that obvious, I should say. In the comics, he was meant to be the equivalent from his creators of Superman. He was also meant to have the smarts to go with it. And I believe that if you're really trying to be comic book accurate with this, I think what they would try to do is try to lean heavier into that part of it. Because that's the only way that you could buy someone like Zachary Levi to be Captain Marvel, is to make it comedic.
Yeah.
Because really, if you were to recast the entire Justice League and get people that were younger, more fit, able to last, can you see Zachary Levi standing with the rest of those guys?
Yeah, I see your point.
He's the old man out. It'll be obvious in less than 10 years. So
yeah,
I just believe that the young man that they have playing Blue Beetle, I believe Blue Beetle will also be reconceptualized. They'll keep him, but it'll be reconceptualized to, I think, create its own universe in a sense. And here's what I mean. DC is really good at creating universes or families of characters. You have that potential with Blue Beetle if you allow certain characters to come back to play a part in the life of the latest Blue Beetle. We've seen this formula work before with Batman Beyond and definitely in the MCU. And I think if you can do it and do it well, there's no reason why it can't work for Blue Beetle. And that's Ted Kord, bringing him in and making him the mentor of the current Blue Beetle. That would work on so many levels.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I'm all in on Ted Kord.
Now, the downside would be that this would not be the Ted Kord who you would want as a friend to Booster Gold, because we would have to go with the story of the Ted Kord who had retired from being a hero.
Okay.
Health or whatever, because you don't want to crowd out the young man who's the current Blue Beetle by having, this high-tech Blue Beetle and then a guy who's mainly just human, trying to keep up. Yeah. I think Ted works better as someone that had been a hero who could pass on what he's experienced to this young man and help him try to balance his life, and also give him cover for when he needs to come up with excuses as to the reason why he couldn't do this or couldn't do that. Now, my personal view on Blue Beetle is that Blue Beetle is one of those characters that you could definitely age back a little bit, in my opinion. I could see you having a Blue Beetle that could be a sophomore in high school to make it a little easier to keep him a little longer. So that'd be the only reason why I could see, while keeping Blue Beetle, but not keeping the actor that currently has the part. That's just my whole thing. Outside of that, I'm down like round. Okay. So have we gotten to number 2 yet with everyone?
We're about to start number 2.
Okay. I gotta say, again, like I was saying before, it was tough with my top 3. I kept changing the positions for all of them. Number 2, John Wick 4. I'm sorry, it's John Wick 4.
That's fine. What are you apologizing for? It's fine.
It's just that they got me. They know they got me. I am down for whatever they want to do in this entire universe.
Oh, I'm there opening weekend. That's you know. Technically not halfway, but halfway in the because we started 15 minutes late. So
yeah, but you know what? We're gonna go ahead and play the part. So here we go.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the middle of the film.
So I've just revealed that John Wick 4 is my number 2 anticipated film of 2023. And I gotta say, I don't think really a lot of the other studios understand why John Wick has become so popular so quickly. I mean, we're already on the 4th film, and the anticipation is palpable. People want to see this, and it's not just because of Keanu Reeves, although I think he's a major part of it.
Oh yeah,
it's the fact that they're currently teaching a class on how to build a universe.
Yep.
And when you have really good actors and a solid story and some of the best stunt people that you can get your hands on, oh, heck yes. Oh, my goodness. And again, I'm telling people, look at the cast for this movie. Okay? Short of like The Raid.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is going to be one heck of a production. Okay? I mean, Keanu, Donnie Yen, Ian McShane, Bill Skarsgård, Scott Adkins, man, Lawrence Fishburne, Lance Reddick, Halle Berry returns, my man Clancy Brown, Angelica Houston. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And even the return of Bridget Moynihan, who is the actress that plays John's wife.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on, man.
And, you know, it's a lore I want to see more of. That's why I'm looking forward to the Continental, the series about the hotel, and obviously about the, you know, the whole lore behind why the John Wick universe of assassins is like it is.
Yeah.
And I'm even looking forward to Ballerina.
Oh, all of it. Oh, I'm there for all of it. Chad Stahelski, he's got us. He's got us. And again, it's, oh man, This is just going to be good stuff. It's
Oh, yeah.
quality stuff. Look, I don't want to try to jinx it, but up to this point, I have truly enjoyed every single John Wick movie. And
Yeah.
I'm just digging it. I'm digging it. I have more faith in the spinoffs of this universe than I have in the MCU or Star Wars or anything else going forward.
I can see that. They haven't let you down like Star Wars and MCU has.
Or Star Trek. Or
Star
anything
Trek.
else. There's a lot of being let down. And John Wick, see, and you don't even hear too many people who like to complain about stuff being a little too masculine, complain too much about John Wick.
Yeah. Which is weird. Normally they would be.
You know what? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to get them to start, but I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah. It's hard not to like Keanu Reeves. He's just a good dude. Period. And I think as long as this entire team stays together and they continue to produce quality stuff, and it's not like they're outrageous with the cost of these films, which is another plus. They're doing it right. They are doing, look, any other studio that has this idea, like Disney, they're going to spend $200 million minimum making this film. That's outrageous.
Yeah.
It's great to see filmmakers that really enjoy what they do and aren't going out there and trying to break the bank in order to entertain us. So that's my thing. Plus, again, Clancy Brown, who just had a birthday the other day. So
yeah. My prediction with John Wick, I think it's going to go as long as Fast has.
Oh, you think it's going to make it 10 movies?
Yep.
Wow.
I can see them doing a John Wick X.
Well,
that's the last one.
You know
when they finally get him.
Here's the thing. I mean, you got him going up against Donnie Yen, right?
Yeah.
So who would you put him up against next in the next John Wick film? Because he's already going up against Ip Man. So
yeah.
Come on. Who else you got?
He should be
the Raid. What about the guy from the Raid?
Ooh, dude. See? Okay, John did it again. I want to see that movie now. I want to see that movie right now.
For one, I want to see the round 2 with him and 50 Cent. Oh, Common, I mean.
Oh, Common. Yeah.
That shit got unresolved.
Oh, yeah. Wow, man.
So there's a lot you could do. There's still a lot you can do with John Wick.
Oh, jeez. I gotta see that now. I gotta see that right now. Take all my money. Take it all.
And some of the later movies, you could put John Wick at head of the table.
Oh, jeez.
I don't see him.
No, but he's forced into it. He doesn't want to do it, but he's forced into it. He's left with no option to. And he's got to deal with the young and up and comer that's gunning for the table.
Darn it. Stop it. I've only got so much money in this life. Oh, jeez. I want to see this so bad now. Okay. Anyway, John, what's your number 2, my man?
Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Oh, okay.
Well, everybody knows I'm a big D&D fan, and this promises to be the most game accurate D&D movie they've made. Because previously it's been generic fantasy. They throw like a Wayne brother in there, and it's like, oh, what the hell are you doing? This is not D&D. This is D&D. I mean, you've got book accurate monsters. You've got they're paying attention to classes. And it's a heist movie.
Wow.
So you can't go wrong with a heist movie.
Well,
Ocean's 8.
Okay, you can go wrong with a heist movie, but
you know what, though? I mean, come on.
yeah.
This cast for this particular movie is good. It's a solid cast. I mean,
Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Hugh Grant's in it.
Yeah. Justice
I'm
Smith.
even not upset about Justice Smith. Yeah, I'm not a big Justice Smith fan, but I think he'll be fine in this.
And the young actress Chloe Coleman, who I've seen in a few films. She's really good. All of them are good. All of them are good. This is a nice cast. Oh, and Sophia Lilas, I think is her name.
Yeah, she's the Druid.
Yeah.
She's Dork.
It's even the dude from Bridgerton. So yeah. Okay. Good cast. Really good cast.
But I'm going to see it mainly for the monsters. I mean, because they've got proper looking dragons doing the proper breath weapons instead of just, oh, it's a generic dragon, he breathes fire. No, D&D dragons, depending on what color they are, breathe a different thing.
Yeah.
Like, black dragons breathe acid, which they showed in the trailer. And they, green dragons breathe poison mist, and white dragons breathe ice. So it's and they've got, displacer beasts. They got a mimic, for goodness sake. I mean, come on. So, but yeah, I'm hyped. I'm there opening day. That Thursday night, I'm there.
Well, I you know what? I'm gonna go see it too. There was never any doubt, because I'm a big Chris Pine fan, and I'm also a really big fan of Chloe Coleman. I would like to see her make a sequel to Gunpowder Milkshake. That movie just ruled. That was a film that was a Netflix exclusive, but the cast for that one was phenomenal. Michelle Yeoh.
She was in My Spy too, wasn't she?
Yep. Karen Gillan, Michelle Yeoh, Lena Headey.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, and Angela Bassett.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Paul Giamatti.
Yep. The Gunpowder Milkshake. If you've not seen it, I highly, highly, highly recommend that, because it is that good. It is worth your time to have a good time with that film. Anyway, let's get to Martine. What's your number 2, my man?
Oh, it's The Bear Who Dared. Cocaine Bear.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm foreseeing a very hard laughing in the future with that movie. I couldn't
That movie's
stop
gonna
laughing in the trailer. What?
That movie's either going to do amazing or it's going to flop, but it's going to be a cult favorite.
It'll be a one of the two. Oh man, I can't wait either. I really want to see this movie, and I know it's Elizabeth Banks, and after what she said when she made Charlie's Angels, but you know what? She's probably I was not a good situation for her.
No.
I'd like to think that in her fight to stay relevant, that she just went ahead and just made this and just decided to have fun with it, which is really what it should be about. You know, I know it's a job, it's work, but you should try to have some fun with it. And if this is the result,
go ahead. This is one of only 3 movies I'm going to go see in February. The other 2 are obviously Ant-Man and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
You know what? I'm not really. I think Ant-Man and Guardians are the only 2 MCU films this year that are in theaters. I'll see those. I don't think I'll be seeing anything else from the MCU.
Well, I'll see it all, but
I won't. I won't. Again, as I said last week, and as I've been saying since this information got out, when you openly decide that fans are no longer welcome to be in the writer's room, you are contradicting how you got here. This is how Kevin Feige was able to do all this. If you're going to go against that, that means he's either changed his mind or really circumstances have changed. No matter what, we're not going back to the kind of quality that we got in phases 1 through 3. That's not happening.
Oh no.
So, you know, on the one side I feel bad about it, but on the other, you get what you deserve. You know, if you're gonna make fun of or insult the audience, then that's fine. I got other films and other universes and other things to invest my money in, right, John Wick? So yeah, it's all good. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm boycotting the MCU, but they have to earn my business. You know, kind of like what Tom Cruise was saying.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to earn our business. We need to stop just doing things or going to things based on, you know, if they're a sequel or the same universe, or they say, you know, it has a certain particular part of the title. If it says Marvel Studios at the beginning of it, there's been enough not good stuff over the course of this last year to, at least in my mind, Marvel Studios is no longer an automatic thing for me. You know, they're going to have to earn my money and earn my time. So I don't hate them, but they're going to have to work for it now. So.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've been to every superhero movie opening weekend, and that's just, I mean, it's inertia at this point.
It's all good. It's all good. But I just never thought I'd ever see a movie like Cocaine Bear exist.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, wow. If they can make this, see, the only downside about this is there's a very good chance that this all could have been an accident, which means trying to make a sequel is going to be difficult for them. You know?
Yeah.
I could see Elizabeth Banks possibly pissing off more people. Which means you'd have to find somebody to do the sequel that isn't afraid to, that can, do all of this and still maintain a way
Yeah,
of
but is
keeping
this a
fans
movie
happy.
that really needs a sequel? I mean,
You never know with most studios nowadays.
yeah.
You never know. And again, that's actually built into pretty much every contract. After what happened with Wayne's World 2, when they didn't automatically put that in everybody's contract, that's the real reason why Wayne's World 2 cost so much money, because they didn't immediately sign everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, even for a movie like this, there's a clause in everybody's contract about a sequel. So, and what makes you think, Wajid, that anything's really going to happen to the bear at the end of all this? Bear could survive. You never know. Anyway.
Well, if you wanted to go batshit insane, for the sequel, the bear dies, but he gets brought back and he's a cyborg.
Or you can have multiple animals on the cocaine spell, like cocaine squirrels.
Oh, jeez.
Cocaine raccoons.
Oh, a moose on smack. Come on. Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh my God. Cocaine bear versus Megan.
You know what? My money's on the bear. After watching, if you haven't seen the video of the bear taking out a moose, yeah, my money's on the bear.
If you want real terror, cocaine Wolverine.
Or snakes on cocaine.
In a plane.
Oh no! Oh, is it bad that I want to see that? Is it bad that I really want to see
Cocaine
that?
snakes on a plane. You can only if you bring in Samuel L. Jackson.
Of course. Oh man.
Who gave these MF and snakes this MF and cocaine?
Wow. Okay. I got to see that now. I got to see that movie. Oh, okay. Well, that's everybody's number 2. So
now we're down to the last one, the big one.
Well, first of all, let's see. Hold on. Let me go back and hit some of the people in the chat here.
Cocaine ants.
Okay. So, Hold on. Looks like we missed something. Railway Nation. Okay. Well, Railway, you did it. So let me see. Here we go. This is just for you, Railway.
Pam, why do you have underpants with a Swiss flag on them?
Swiss? Those aren't Swiss. Those are, they're from the Red Cross. They're defective. Anyway, me safe house, A2 safe house. I'm gonna check the back door.
Before we get to our number 1, what if we do our honorable mentions real quick? We don't have to go into detail on them, just list a few.
Okay. Well, you go first. Let's start, let's top 5 honorable mentions, and all we got to do is name them. We don't have to go into details.
Yeah. Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Which has already been mentioned.
Okay.
Last Voyage of the Meter.
Okay.
Gran Turismo.
Okay.
Which is based on the video game, so it's like a racing movie.
Okay.
Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, just because I've read the book and I'm interested. And number 1 would be Ghostbusters Afterlife 2. If that still happens this year.
It will. It will.
Well, it's slated for December the 20th.
Yeah.
Well, mine
And
would
one
be
thing not on that list is going to be Indy 5 because I refuse to see that movie.
Oh, no, you have to.
Oh, no, I don't.
Well, for me, I would go with Equalizer. And with Equalizer, I would add in Ghostbusters. And then Expendables 4. And then Maestro.
Okay.
And then I would have to say I'd have to say Aquaman.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's my 5.
Oh, 5. Honorable mention. Okay. Well, in no particular order, Winnie the Pooh, John Wick, uh, Expendables, Equalizer, Ghostbusters, Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer.
Okay. Those are all, I mean, now I left off the obvious because I'm going to go see them regardless. You know, like the MCU movies I left off my list because it's like I'm guaranteed to go see them.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Super Mario Brothers. I'm looking forward to it, but that doesn't mean I'm like hyped about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that brings us around to number 1. I mean, it should be obvious what my number 1 is. You know, considering what number 2 was, I can definitely say these two back and forth. But it's Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Oh, geez. For me, watching all of these films, going all the way back to Mission Impossible 1, it's been an incredible ride, and I have enjoyed every single one of these. Now, have they all been the best? No, but I've enjoyed every single one of them because I'm an OG Mission Impossible fan from way back.
Oh yeah.
You know, I really enjoyed the series. And so when Tom Cruise decided to make a Mission Impossible movie, I was there. You know, that first film wasn't perfect, but it did the job.
Yeah.
And I really do think that the second film had a lot more potential. But all of this really didn't get started until the third film. And that was the first one I think J.J. Abrams was a part of.
Is that the one John Woo directed?
The second one is the one
Okay.
John
Was
Woo
that the
directed.
one? Okay.
But for this film, again, it's everyone we've come to really enjoy. Tom Cruise, Simon Pegg, my man Ving Rhames, the return of Angela Bassett, who, again, she can do no wrong in my eyes. Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah.
Also the return of Vanessa Kirby. I like the character she plays. And then newbies like Haley Atwell, who, again, she's just good in it. She's good in everything, really.
Yeah.
Carrie Elways. Shea Wingham. He's a really, really good character actor who was seen in some of the Fast and Furious films. This is my favorite writer, director, actor, who, if you're going to add anybody to a film, it wouldn't be Fleabag, it'd be Mark Gatiss.
Yeah.
The dude is money, in my opinion. And then Nicholas Hoult to round it off, a.k.a. future Batman. So
What?
Oh, did I let that go? Oh, I'm sorry. But he's the guy that should have been Batman for the Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
He was the one that the director wanted. And the studio and Toby and everyone negotiated to get the current person that we have in that role. So
Sparkle Bats.
it's all due to marketing. It's the reason why we have him. Mr. Can the penguin come out? Can the penguin come out today?
It's Batman. I mean Bruce Wayne.
Anyway. And Palm Clementoff, who is also a part of the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy, is also a Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. So, and the return of Henry Cisneri.
It's going to be an amazing movie.
Just to have him back.
Yeah.
You know, again, having Vanessa Kirby in the movie helps, at least in the last film, it helped bring everything full circle to one of the plot points of the first movie. Having Henry Cisneri back really makes that obvious. Oh, yeah. And of course, Esai Morales.
Oh.
And Greg Tarzan Davis. You know what? If your parents gave you the middle name Tarzan, I'm not making fun of the man. I mean, it's like, okay, I'm gonna be expecting something from you now. And character actor Charles Parnell, who is just fabulous. When you see him, he's got one of those faces like, I've seen that guy before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know him. I just didn't know his name. Yeah.
Again, we got to wait until July 14th. But I can definitely tell you that I do not anticipate anyone from this cast speaking out of turn, pissing off the fans, or doing anything too stupid. Because I'm thinking if anybody does anything too stupid, Tom will just come to their house and take them out. So this is it. I just appreciate the time, the effort, the patience, and really just the attitude of Tom Cruise and everyone in this cast, but especially Tom Cruise. You know what? He may be crazy, but he gets it.
Yeah.
He really wants to entertain us. He wants to earn our time and our dollars. So I will always give him the benefit because of that. You know, that's my number one.
I guess that makes it my turn.
Yep.
My number one, which should, if anybody that knows me, should not be a surprise, is 65.
Okay.
Don't know about that one.
Oh, it's okay. You've got a guy from a human that's not from Earth that crashes on Earth 65 million years ago.
Oh, right, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Before Earth.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not before. I mean, that's the thing is everybody's oh, it's like after Earth. No, it's not.
No,
It's nothing like after Earth.
A guy and a kid stranded in the Earth that is populated with big animals that want to eat them.
Yes.
It's after Earth.
Well, it's
You know,
you know what? It's really it's Jurassic World with laser weapons. It's much more of a fair
Don't get
fight.
me wrong. I'm still watching that.
Yeah, me too. I'm down. I'm down with that film.
Yeah, this may sound controversial to someone, but I'm an Adam Driver fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Adam Driver. I'm not a big fan of his as Kylo Ren, but
Oh yeah.
This is also the first movie he's doing where he gets to actually use his Marine training.
Isn't that something?
Took this long.
Took this long.
But look, you've got a movie that's basically a two-person character-driven movie. I mean, there's going to be other people in the movie. In fact, including Chloe Coleman, because I think she's one of the other passengers you meet before the trip or whatever. But so you've got basically a personal-driven movie that's basically two people. You've got the older trying to keep the kid alive. You know, that's always an interesting dynamic if it's done right. And you've got dinosaurs.
I get it.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I'm hyped for it. That's my most hyped movie.
The thing is, I'm laughing because it reminds me of the infamous Star Wars board with dinosaurs and shit.
Okay.
But yeah, that's an interesting looking option.
Okay. Hey.
Well, thing is, the writer of the movie is the same guy that wrote A Quiet Place 1 and 2. The writing team, both of them, and they're the ones directing it, is Scott Beck and Brian Woods. So you know it's going to have those tense moments. You know, with they've done well with they did well with the alien creatures in A Quiet Place, keeping the suspense and horror up. And I think they'll do just fine with the dinosaurs here. And everything I've seen says, yeah, that's going to be the case.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it. The trailer did its job. I mean, I'm very interested. So yeah.
I guess it's my turn.
Yep.
And I would have to go with Indiana No.
No. Where's the kick button? Crap, I'm not on that account.
No. It's gonna be Dune, man. I'm a big Dune fan. And I concur with Das Wolf, and I think Dune would benefit from being a third-part movie or third-part story than a two-parter, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very happy with what I saw. I was very positively surprised with the cast too, because when they announced the cast, there were some that I was yes, and there's some that I was no, but they made it work. They really made it work.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious what what are they going to do to make Timothy look like adult Paul? Because
Uh,
that guy is scrawny, man. He's
yeah. Well, I mean,
short and skinny.
he's 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 a little older than he looks in real
Yeah.
life, but
Mhm.
I know exactly what you're saying. I mean, even I'm looking at this going, but I'm going with it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna trust the talent. I'm gonna trust the director, and I'm gonna trust his love for the material. So
Wajid.
That
That's
was
a good dad joke.
bad. I'm gonna
I'm
be
stealing that
geez.
spicy.
dad joke.
Wow.
I like it. Well, yeah.
Let's see.
So we have exhausted our movies. Now come the next part. One of the oh, the state of the
What are
joke.
you? Oh,
Well,
I was going to say, what are you not looking
yeah,
for?
I was gonna say, what
Oh.
do you think is gonna be the big? I mean, everybody pick one film that you think is just not gonna do it this year.
This time
Oh,
for
I've got
real.
mine.
Indiana
Indiana Jones 5. Yep.
Darn it, you got to it before I did. Huh.
So we all agree that that's going to be a dismal failure.
Mm.
Well, that's your pick, but yes, I have to agree. I do not foresee that film being that good, given the creatives behind it. So, yeah.
Especially if the leaks are true about what happens.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, and that's the disturbing part. I just
Yeah.
I can't anymore. I mean, and here's the thing. This is not about Kathleen Kennedy anymore. Getting rid of her is not going to undo a lot of this. It's just not. I think if there were some way, I think just about everybody at Lucasfilm, especially her writers group and a few others, they just need to go.
Kathleen Kennedy.
They just need to go. They need to go away.
And take Victoria Alonso with him.
And just do something else for a while. And by a while, I mean, don't ever come back. Because it's just too much. It's too much. Yeah.
And it's just not only is it's
Hey,
not only am I
Chris.
going to predict. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Oh, hold on. Chris has here. Let's see. Hey, guys. I know you're excited about Blue Beetle. It's probably going to be good, but given the response to Black Adam, will the audience be interested? Yes. Yeah. They'll be interested. But then again, will they promote it? That's the big thing. Because there is nothing written anywhere that says that Zaslav has to put anything behind the promotion for that film. Remember, as I was saying earlier, the last grouping of people that they had, the people that greenlit that film are no longer there. And all of them were fired for cause.
Now,
So,
my understanding didn't Zaslav actually watch the cut of the film and he liked it?
I think that's the only reason why the film's coming out, but that doesn't mean he has to spend any money on it. Considering when that came out, when that story came out about him watching it and putting it out, that was before we found out how bad off financially Warner Brothers is.
Yeah.
You know, and as bad as Warner Brothers is, Disney's even worse.
Well, he obviously thinks it's going to make them some money, or otherwise he would have shelved it like he did Batgirl. Although after seeing Batgirl run, I understand why they shelved it.
Oh, geez.
There's not enough CGI in the world that could fix her running.
It was no. I stand by what I heard, which is it was like watching something made for the CW. You spent that kind of money on what is basically a massive CW type feature for Batgirl. No, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. If I'm going to spend money and put it in theaters, you're done.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. There's some of you out there. It's like, well, it's important and the symbolism. No.
Just
Money.
Just stop. Yeah.
It's about the money. You got to run a business. Well, why don't you just release it on streaming? Again, money. We're running a business. It's not show friends, it's show business.
Yep.
And here's the other thing. All of y'all that are still saying that, Warner Brothers has already talked to the two directors and the lead actress. They're all cool with this.
Yeah.
The only one still keeping it alive are a lot of you that just, for whatever reason, want to see it.
Hey,
So-
Mads. Welcome.
Hey, Mags.
Hey, Mags.
The lovely Magic Mags.
That she is.
Bush. Let's see. Jeet Leakey. Comic book movie genre is dead. No. We just haven't seen everything else that goes with it.
We just have been lacking the writing.
Yeah.
And that's...
And Bush, they keep delaying the film, Keith. It isn't about the money. It's about sending a message. Good one. Good one.
And the message includes us in the movie. Burning the money, as it looks.
Uh-oh. Well. Mags.
Max, thank you very much.
Mags.
Thank you.
Do it, kid. I'm not doing it.
Oh, wow. You know what?
Ooh.
For that, Mags, I'm just gonna play this for you right here.
Front door team and back door team.
You know Scandog's all about the back door, but quick question, when has splitting the party ever worked?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks to season 2, and season 2 looks amazing.
With a big backdoor reference.
Yes. Let's see. Did you guys already talk about Ezra Miller? We danced around Ezra. You know, look, I've said it before in other places. I'll say it again. Unless I hear it from Zaslav or James Gunn, I'm not really going to get that anytime. I mean, that's crazy talk.
Yeah.
You know, that definitely, I would have to hear something from Zaslav on that one, because that's not even a James Gunn question. That's a David Zaslav question. You know, because that affects the bottom line. So,
Hey, Keely.
hi, Keely. Keely Chow.
Yep.
Wow. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I don't think they'll keep, regardless of what Variety says, I don't think they'll keep Ezra Miller. That's just a liability they can't afford.
No, yeah. And again, you're recasting and offering someone the opportunity to be the Flash, to join the Justice League, really. That's a lot of young talent. And again, they're going to want people that can do 10 years and not find a way of getting on the wrong side of the law or ticking off potential customers. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure Ezra Miller will stay out of jail that long.
I don't know if he ever will put foot in jail. There's too many check boxes and maybe too many secrets.
I'm willing to bet that eventually, if he doesn't completely change and get on medication and stuff, that there's going to be a body dropped at some point. And he can't get out of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
so-
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we seem to be wrapping up here.
Wait,
So,
are we not talking about Joker? Oh man.
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do we have to talk about Joker?
Well,
You know what? I was not a big fan of wanting to do that because that was not an idea that the writer-director, and the lead actor had. You know, this entire film was made to save the butt of someone who eventually got fired anyway.
Well, I think we're talking about two different things.
yeah.
Oh, you mean the Joker as in the comics?
Yeah.
Well, if we're going to talk about that, I'll talk about that in balance with X-Men comics. Mainly having somebody do a number 2 and having other people eat it.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't hear?
No, I only knew about the Joker, but in reference to this, Max, at least he didn't poop the kid, the mud kid. He
It just came out as
he puked it out.
Yeah. Just to let you guys know, there is a mutant who's technically called Soft Serve, and she likes to serve everybody ice cream. And well, how she makes it is she makes it. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
That's the X-Men, kids.
Ah.
So yeah, Joker's pregnant, and you have a mutant that ice cream.
Yeah. 2 girls, 1 cups it.
So
you have to say it.
it's not just DC, kids. It's also Marvel.
Yeah.
And that's a nice way of rounding out the year there after starting it with the X-Men deciding, hey, let's just all make it a free-for-all and have everybody date everybody else. And you go from that to having people eat somebody else's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
my mutant power is I make ice cream with my ass. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Why?
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh man.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. Cappuccino Cavalryman Che. That went into that trailer is insane. Insane. But you know what? It's insane, yes.
We ruined ice cream for Wajid.
Yeah. Well, gee, you only heard about the Joker. You didn't hear about the X-Men. No, this insanity is in both companies. That's what I have been saying for years. This is not about just one company doing stuff. They're both wrong. They are both way off track.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
There's just no way to spin that one. I mean, with the whole Joker thing, that's insanity. But how do you spin? How do you tell someone, hey, we're gonna make a character that's gonna make ice cream out of her boo boo? Yeah, that's not cool. People think of the X-Men. They don't think of characters trying to, create harmony with humans by serving them ice cream. Wink, wink. So,
yeah.
Oh man, this is just bad. This is just not good. This is just and again, DC, how'd you think that was gonna go? How did you think this was gonna go the moment you decided, well, the Joker's just gonna have something?
With freaking Clayface.
Oh my.
I just, I mean, seriously, somebody just needs to stop them both. That's about right. I just, later, Gap. I just think both companies are being run straight into the ground.
Oh yeah,
because I cannot think of any positive stories. I mean, again, both of them are just bad. It's like a
Peter
really bad.
Venkman.
It's like, hey, Peter Venkman web fan site. Sorry. I mean, it's like the start to a really bad joke. Well, the Joker's pregnant, and where do you go with the rest of that? There's a mutant in the X-Men that likes to, and there's no place you can go with that. So, hey, Johnny Pearson.
Those writers must be the same people that bought for their kids on Christmas that wave of toys based on poop. Oh my God, I cannot believe that.
What now?
Oh, there were a wave of toys based on poop. You have to catch poop and unclog the water clog and everything. Yeah. That shit started no pun intended.
No.
That started like 3 years ago.
Gotta need to pass on that one. Well, listen, we're gonna wind this down now.
Oh,
so
wait. Let me put the music. We're seconds away from this.
Yes. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and to let everyone know that we are still going to have TGI Friday later on today, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock East Coast time. You join us for that one. I'll be there. I think you're also going to see Martin and Big John.
Yep, I'll be there.
Something tells me we're going to probably discuss a lot of this on TGIF. So for those of you that are still kind of trying to catch up with like, wait a minute, the X-Men do what again? Joker's doing what? I think we're going to discuss that on TGIF. So anyway.
I'll make sure not to eat before we do.
Oh, jeez. I'm telling you, man. How do you write that? How do you write that?
How do you greenlight that?
Yeah, good point. So, for Lord Thoth, Monkey Chivas, Bush McFadden, D. Bud Martin, Crusader Lion, Sox Bulletins, Christian Delmore, Anime Confusa, Alex Moore, Wolverine 626. Oh man, oh geez, just thinking about it. You're right, John. Oh man, gosh. Wajid Leakey, Marcus A. Dermaine Stockley, Dragon Roost, Penny. Man, it just keeps going over and over in your mind. Gap After Dark, Deleted Scenes, Joe's Atmosphere, CJ with Action Grip, Real Wade Nation, War Monkey, Cavatino Cavermanche, Eastland Brookholder, Christopher Moonlight Productions, Zach, Magitech Mags, Keely Chow, the Peter Venkman fan site, and Danny Pearson. I'm Keith. This has been John. Of course, for the main man himself, Martin. You've been watching Morning Coffee with Keith, John, and Martin. Have a happy Friday, everyone, and please join us 2 p.m. Central for TGIF. See you later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Pop Culture Minefield. If you've enjoyed the show, please make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon for updates on our shows and channel. Also, please leave a comment, and we'd like to know what you thought of the episode, as well as letting us know if there's something you'd like us to cover in a future episode. Don't forget that you can become a member of Pop Culture Minefield now. Make sure to visit our membership page and merch store at popcultureminefield.com. You can always find Pop Culture Minefield on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch.